Good afternoon and welcome to our Thursday podcast. This ad actually ran the Atlantic Journal. A single black female seeks male companionship, ethnicity unimportant. I'm a very good looking girl who loves to play, take long walks in the woods, hunting, camping, fishing trips, and cozy winter nights by the fire. Really like a man with a pickup truck. A candlelight dinner would be having me eating out of your hand. I'll be at the front door when you get home from work, wearing only what nature gave me. Rub me the right way and watch me respond. Kiss me and I'm yours. Call this number and ask for Daisy. Over 15,000 men found themselves talking to the Atlantic Humane Society about an 8-week-old Labrador Retriever. It's interesting that they say that most of the shelters are empty right now because people are going out and adopting pets because we're lonely right now and we want some companionship. I thought right now, this week, I would talk about some keys that God gives us on how to have a home right now. How to have a home in God's idea, the things that we must choose. You know, when you decorate your home or you build your home, you make the choices on the paint and the flooring. Well, you also make the choice of what your home is going to have in it. Whether you're single or married, whether you are older or younger, have children or not, no matter if your children are young or older, you still get to choose what your home is going to look like. God wants us to succeed. He gives us so many examples and helps to help us. He in fact says that Jesus and his love for the church is the example of how a man is supposed to love his wife and to love and care for her. Paul goes on to talk in chapter 5 of Ephesians about the things that we need to have to be the good Christian that God has called upon us to have. And he talks about how the devil is scheming against us. And one of the things the devil wants to destroy is our homes. But we can choose to have trust and faith in God. Next, you can choose to love the person you're married to. It is your choice. No one's perfect. We all fail. We all stumble. None of us are perfect, but you choose to love that person. Ecclesiastes 9:9 says, relish life with the spouse you love, each and every day of your precarious life. Each day is God's gift. Nobody's perfect. That's why we have to forgive. One of the most important ingredients in a home is forgive, forgive, and forgive. Forgiveness helps us to be able to love and to care and to move on and not be filled with resentment and anger and rage. You got to just keep forgiving. Next, you got to choose to be content. Contentment is so important, and especially in a home. You can choose to be upset and be angry and why are things the way they are, or you can choose to be content. Paul said in Philippians chapter 4, he learned the secret of contentment. It comes in making the choice to trust and put faith in God, knowing that God's strength will be there to help us. You choose to be content. Next, we got to choose to change ourselves, not everybody else. You cannot change everybody else. You can't change the world around you. And if you spend all your time wanting to change or hoping everybody else changes or the world changes, you'll never find the blessings that God wants you to have. But you can change yourself. You can put your faith and trust in God and know that God will give you the power to change the things that you can change. He will make those change happen in your life. Next, you choose to be a reconciler. You can choose to be a problem maker. You can choose to be someone who's upset, or you can choose to use your skills to bring about conflict resolution in your home. With the people who live in your home, whether you have adult children away from your home, use those skills. Maybe they're not responding to you, but you can still choose to be a reconciler, to be someone who has an atmosphere of love and forgiveness and caring. Take your hurts to the cross. Take them to Jesus Christ. Take them to his forgiveness and mercy. He knows what it's like to be hurt by people he loves and cares about. But God says, still be a reconciler as Jesus was. And lastly, choose to never quit. Don't quit on your home. Don't quit on your marriage. Don't quit on your children. Don't quit on God. God says all things are possible with him for those who love him and put their faith and hope and trust in him. You'll never have a perfect home, but you have a perfect God who loves you and cares about you and who will give you the strength to live each day, even in these difficult days. Enjoy what God has given you. We care about you. This is David Berry for the Visalia Community Church of Christ. We hope to see you on Sunday.